Welcome friends and traders. Let's look at the master frequency of 789. We have a massive code which has come in for last 10 days. People have been engaged in very aggressive coding, and we are going to start expressing these elements of vibration. Let's demonstrate the first one. This zigzag tool is just a default tool from the software stack. We call that GAN swings from wave 59, staged at degree 4 and 1. And then you can go and change the colors, and you can pick the color and say set it. Select the color, set it. So there's not much innovation which has happened here. It is just a unique way of mathematically finding correct structures of swing points. Helps you pinpoint critical points where we are going to start the measurement from. We are not going to go back too far. So on this day 5:15, we are looking at adding all the numbers together. So it is 20, which is 2. So we are looking at frequency of 2, 4 and 8 as a multiplier. So how do we know this day is going to be on 2, 4 and 8, but where is 2 and where is 4 and where is 8? That's one approach. Other approach is, can we do some other curve fitting and find 2, 4, 8? So finding, we know this is 2, 4, 8 day. Where is 2? Who is going to tell me where is 2, where is 4? This day is, again, if you add them together, it's going to be 21, which is 3, or if we just do the day, is 16. It's a big number. We're gonna go back to a single digit, which is by the half phenomena, because energy can double or it can half in whole numbers. Time works in fractions of fractions, decimal points, interlaced with all the phi and pi and a lot of complex ratios. Time unfolds in that structure. Price unfolds in whole numbers, and we are dealing with energy phenomena. That energy is going to double or is going to go to half, and it'll keep on going to the fractal of infinity on both sides, plus and minus. Alright, so we're going to just use that phenomena. So on this day, with that phenomena, we are still looking at 248 here, 248 here, alright, and 369 can be here. So we have some ideas, but who is going to tell me where are those numbers? Let's bring that tool. So let's look at this 369 level 4, 789 master levels, and then we also have other one, frequency finder, hidden vibration finder. We are getting into a different level of approaching the market, right? A new age has begun. Alright, there's nothing much to do here. So why we have zigzag? Because I need to have some sort of pivots, right, where I can curve fit my data. So let's start with clicking here and clicking there, and I see a lot of numbers on the right. I don't know what to do, what's going on. Well, as they say, do not worry, because we are going to explain that very clearly to you. So we have two hotspots here in this ecosystem. You see, this is the hotspot of interest because market is opening a new day, new energy, new dawn. New profits are awaiting us right here after the midnight. And what are we going to do is let the market rotate. I'm gonna take this hotspot, first one and second one. Now second one, I'll freeze one. This market is going down. So this day is 248. So I'm looking for some frequency which is going to be 248. First thing I want to do is I want to curve fit this red line, dotted line. This market was going this way and this broke. So I'm gonna take this level, which is also break retest, and curve fit this red line here. This tool has lots of implications, remember that. I'm just gonna show you the first one. And this just make it properly, because remember, as the distance goes away, so does the error conditions. So what am I doing here? I'm looking at the bar. What is the bar? The bar which took off. Alright, this is good enough. Right, so this is the one, and I'm saying let market go down, and this is the area where it broke down and became initiative, and also retested it. This is what I'm doing, that's it. And while this is going on, I know I need to be placing it here. At the same time, I'm saying give me some strike. So I'm close to this line, give me a strike of 2 from where it responded, and there it is. See in the left, on the right side, right here in the bracket. Keep your focus here, and this is where I curve fitted it, with keeping this in mind. And what am I expecting market to do next? This day is 5 plus 1 is 6, total is 20. So I'm looking at 6 and 8. Okay, so is there any 6 and 8 visible to you, my friends? Right here, look at this, 6 and 8. Month is 5, total is high frequency of 248, right? Okay, and then we see 6, which is 5 plus 1 is 6 right here. This is what we're looking for. Market to come, and again the oscillations come later, because we can do the oscillations. Market then, if you kept it just like this, nothing else, as it spiraled out of control in the bullish mode, it went to 6. Why 6? Well, I don't know why 6, but I know the day is 6. And if you look at this on the top, it's a double helix, 6 and 6. This is how powerful these level detectors are. Now this is 2 hotspot. We also have 1 hotspot detector. Just have to go bar by bar and get some hits, and you will just see the whole map. As I said, we're not going to spend too much time today together. So here, let's move on forward, respecting your time. All right. Can I do something else? Sure. Now remember, I moved the hotspot. They are reflective principles at play. So if I just take this hotspot and make it at the bottom, and I rotate the top one with the same logic I explained to you, there's a phenomena of long on blue. See these blue lines? So there's a phenomena of long on blue, short on yellow. All right, and I think this is why it is color coded that way, for that reason. All right. Oops. I think this is a 10-minute chart. Let's go down. And I will explain what I'm up to. To move down a little bit more. All right. So what am I doing here? The second approach to using and consuming this guy, let me purge this, is we take this initiative move and we hit The external frequency, what is that supposed to mean? No, these two white lines are the hotspots. Alright, these two are the hotspots right here, which I am moving around. Hotspot, hotspot. But I'm curve fitting the outside spiral. Think about a spiral. See that spiral is spiraling out. I'm hitting this spiral right here. Alright, so here I'm looking for a curve fitting and checking. I'm finding a balance point of. Think about a flag pattern, right? You have pole and flag patterns. Technical analysis we don't talk about here because there are millions of books you can read. Once you are a master trader after 10 years and you want to take it to the next level, this is where we come in, right? We're not here for head and shoulders. You just need to look deep inside your head and shoulders, and deep inside there is that soul we are trying to wake up. All right, that's all there is. So this external frequency was hit on yellow, and I'm looking for it. That is this my right placement? It has to come down and be holding on blue to the tick, which it does, which is also 8 for this 248 right here. You can see in the bracket. All right, so we have done something that, okay, this qualifies. Hold first time, second time I'm going long to the tick here. I'll to the tick in NQ. This is NQ chart, by the way. So what are we looking for? We're looking for reflection. Now I got this right frequency. I'm going to look for reflections of 8248. Remember this day with a higher, adding it all together. I'm going to go to the higher frequencies. Higher frequency is 8 because after 8 it becomes 7. 8 flips to 7 after 8, and this is where it is. Then it went to 7. Why? Doubling of 8 came to 7. And then went to 6 and went to 4. So all these numbers are expressed here. If you don't have this tool, how can you really know about it, right? It's not possible. That level of accuracy, and without that level of accuracy, scalability is not possible either, my friends. This world beyond worlds. Bar counter, I don't know what that is. Alright, so now you know, you have been following this phenomena at least for Sunday Open, right? The numbers are not going to change. We're going to get a little bit more precise and precise. So now you have been trained. That's all it takes to get trained. And the next level is 5 and 16 is 3 and 7 and 8. So first thing we'll do is look at okay, adding this number of day, right? This is like we added here 6, we added all together, right? So let's add all together. We get 3. If we just keep the number exploded, because remember 15 cannot be divided, it creates a fraction. So right, that's why we had to add and do something differently. Here 16, if I divide by 2, it is not going to create fraction for me, so I can divide it. That's the only rule we have here. One thing we don't know, shall I multiply all the numbers? Sorry, subtract the numbers, add the numbers, right? That I told you from day one. There has to be some science I need to discover, given to me by higher consciousness, about this day should add, this day should subtract. And some insights are that we may have to integrate with some planetary energies and get some biases from there. But for now, we keep it simple. That hey, okay, this day is going to be 3, or if I add 16 is 7. Okay, so I'm looking at some, I'm just getting to be consciously aware of things. Half of that is 8, so it could be 2, 4, 8 this day, and 7 is going to most likely hit. So how do I do? New energy, new dawn, new day, new profits. So I reset here. I'm going to take my hotspots, I'm going to move it here, and I'm going to curve it. Now there are some external frequencies, internal frequencies, you know, we have to go through this whole process once you are in level 4 program. But for now, people are evolving slowly. Some of them at level 3, some of level 1. You know, it's a process. It's your soul, if it wants it. It's a contango between you and your soul. We are just here to assist, nothing more, right? So what is the plan? First plan, let's apply all the plans. There's so many approaches. As I said, we're not going to spend too much time together today. It's all about numbers. Market is just jumping and rotating, reaching out to these numbers. This affinity of this breathing numbers. All right. So what do I do? What am I looking for? First thing is, okay, this is market is going choppy, and then okay, I got this number, right? This bar came and it flushed down. It retested here, so I'm gonna first thing we explain from this pivot, which is this pivot for this new day. We have to find a new pivot, new day. Well, let's curve fit this, the red one. So what do? I just take my hotspot and I just move it up. Okay, so there are some other things we teach personally one-on-one, but there's a structure here which I've chosen that, hey, this market is going to, I can go a little bit down. This is fine. So why I'm doing this? Our market is opening here, right? I'm gonna first look at the charts here, and then I will go and show you the tops also, right? Okay. So this day is 5, 6 plus 1 is 7. I'm looking for a frequency of 7 and 3. I curve fitted this guy first, right here. Let me just mark it so there's no confusion right here, right? This abstracted space is what I'm trying to measure, right? I told you, it's not what you see in the manifested world which matters, but some conscious, subconscious, superconscious, higher dimension decision is made to manifest things. So we are looking at, like, if you are sick, are you treating the disease? Are you rooting out the disease, or are you just treating the effect, right? So if you have fever, body is fighting, enzymes are raising the temperature so it can fight off. It's activating your white blood cells so they can strike, precision strike, right? Same thing is happening here. When we're looking at this boundaries between the first hot spot and the red one, we're looking at some structure. It has no other meaning beyond that, but you don't know what the structure is. Well, you know that structure is 7 and 7 right here as well. And we had found by a little bit of movement that 6 plus 1 is 7, and 7 is here. I'm looking for 7 reflections. 7 double is 8. Now 16 divided by 2 is 8 as well, right? So 7 and 8 are bound in higher conscious state. 8 becomes 7. 8 at the higher conscious state becomes 7. So this is a 7 hit, and this is 8 hit. See this? Now this is second nature to us because we are one with nature. So that's the first thing you have to think about. Meditate. Become one with nature. Philosophies are not above nature. Nature manifests millions of things, millions of ideas, millions of concepts, and billions of people and billions of other life forms. So How do we interact with higher conscious states? All right, so let's we did that first part. The second part also we can do. So long on blue. Long on blue means long on blue. Now there are two ways of doing long on blue, just like we did before. What I taught you was earlier, 2 minutes back, is now this white zone is the frequency and this is the external frequency. Outside of these white zones are external frequencies. This is the white zone. You can see this, right? This is how the color scheme is done. And I also told you long on blue. Okay, long on blue. What do I do next? It's very simple. I wait. I'm waiting for 369. I'm waiting for 2. Why 2? I'm waiting for all these numbers. Why? Because remember this. This is days. 16 divided by 2 is 8, divided by 2 is 4, divided by 2 is 2. So I think all these 2 should work. So luckily or unluckily, you can just see this external frequency was hitting at 2 right here. See that? I need to see some 2. I see seen 2 and blue, 2 on blue. Wow, that's a new theme arriving here today. 2 on blue, my friends. 2 on blue. Sorry. Market goes to 2 and 3 and 6 and 9 right here. This is 3, 6, 9. This is 6. This is 9. I don't know what is there in the middle. Less 6, 6, 9. Very nice. Why? Because this day is adding it all together 3 and 3 becomes 3, 6, 9, as you have been telling me. You guys are telling me this is all done for you, by you, for you. The consciousness of collective is coming together at 369 and expressing itself. Only if your frequency is able to receive it, you will receive it. Money is beyond belief. But you have to wake up first. Alright, my friends. So this is 2. 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 2 is 12 is 3. So we covered it by 7 before earlier by doing the red fit, but now we're doing another phenomena I'm showing you. Alright, so the top, we're after the top now, right? Market is opening. We got this is our, we have to use current day and the current phenomena and structure it out very nicely. Alright. Now oscillations are the last stage, right? You can put anything you want. We have 3 more prominent than anything else on earth using the right fractal nature of the market. We don't want to talk about those things. You must have seen by now. If not, we can add it later stage, right? We have to be at the price first. We're not even talking about timing. That we know market is gonna come here on this time. That phenomena will express later, but here it is, my friends. So market is opening, you have the structure, you have some phenomena, you have marked this level, and now market is going this way, right? You did external frequency long on blue, hitting on 2, what was it? So 2. Now here's the funny part. If you add the number 2, 5 plus 2 is 7. Look at this, 8, right? 8, if I do double of 8 is 16, which is 7. This is 7, this is 7. So this is showing hidden 7. Earlier we was able to see 7 and 7 flat. Now this is hidden 7 and 7. why these numbers are there. This is the reason they exist, because I can see these things. You are not ready for it yet. All right, we'll get you there if you want it to get there. Going back to the business of wrapping up this. So this is going to be, as I said, again 248. So this is holding, it held. Now you can see this vibrating to the tick. This is an NQ chart again, my friends. Look at this, blue. So if you're long on blue, now this is reflecting long on blue. So how beautiful it works long on blue. Now this one did work very aggressively, some news or whatever. It's opening time, right? That's why you get so big, huge bar. NQ is volatile, but it is still tameable right here. Long on blue, boom, long on blue, boom, long on blue, long on blue. Everything's working. Long on blue. Now what is happening? It is rotating, right? It is, as the time is flowing, it is getting more volatile. It will not stay at one frequency for like all your day. It will rotate to explore all the structures of this day's frequency in various shapes. That's all there is to it. On the top side, I keep forgetting, is look at this number. It's 2. All right, there's a lot more going on. I don't want to talk about it. Look at this fraction numbers, 16. And what day is it? 16. I don't want to open the can of worm right now. We'll keep talking for hours and hours, no reason. So my friends, that is all I had to express. So next time we will talk about frequency finder, make your life much easier. A wonderful weekend ahead of you awaits you. Thank you so much.